Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Farah Majid and my matric number is 824CS0010 and I'm from team TX5. And today me and my team will be presenting phase 2 of our project, which is the Ittiqa e-money payout system. In phase 1, we highlighted how manual bank transfers delay customer access and create operational bottlenecks. Today, we present the technical blueprint using the UML modeling to transform this into a digital e-money platform, and our focus is not just on speed, but on building a system that is fully compliant with Bank Negara Malaysia's RMIT framework and e-money regulations.
Some structure and good evening. My name is BOYU, and I'm going to introduce our user case diagram. For this diagram, we have designed the Attica e-money payout system that integrated the multi-functions to help users and the financial and the claim officer to reduce their works and help the users to easily withdraw or claim their money to buy the Attica product. So for this system, it conducts the important functions that include the send money, automatic send the money, and check the wallet balance, and also providing the fund checking, and also can avoid the illegal operation like this five misuse case. And all actions use a verb and an object for names, such as withdraw funds and run fraud checks. So I'm going to our user diagram. So we can see here the claim officer can approve the payout and also invite the fund to Attica products, and also can validate the revised eligibility, and also for the actor, which is user, to log in the e-wallet, view the wallet payout status, and also it also needs the 2FA to keep the account safety. And for this this user case is a bad situation for this users if and we will perform to avoid that bad situation. And for the financial team, they have the review failed transaction and also monitor the payout operation and validate the payout. It will also include it to the automate digital payout, which is like a payment gateway to manage the transactions and reduce the financial team officers' work stress. And also for this compliant fraudulent monitoring that can avoid like money laundering or other illegal operation for this e-money payout system. And finally, it also can generate report and report to the Bank Negara Malaysia. So this is our whole system user case diagram. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will explain the activity diagram and flow of functional flow perspective. Okay, so the claim officer approve payout, finance team validate the payout status, the system will run compliance check. Okay, if it's valid, credit the wallet, update the payout status, and write the audit log. The customer will receive notification. If not, set the status to fail and write an audit log. Okay, so that's for the first activity. Second activity, approve payout. So first, view the pending payout, review the claim status. If they approve it, we'll approve the payout. If not, reject the payout, and the system will automatically update the payout record and write an audit log. We go for the third activity, which is a validate payout. We have the finance team will review the payout data. The system will check amount, policy, and customer. If they are valid, will mark the payout validated. If not, mark the payout invalid. And the system will automatically write the audit log. Okay. For the login to wallet, customer enter credentials. If the system will validate it. If it's valid, we'll start the two-factor authentication. If not, we'll reject the login. Two-factor authentication. Okay. The system will trigger it. Customer submit the OTP. System verify the OTP. If there's success, create session. No success, deny access. And at the end, the system will write an audit log. Okay, when we go for the view wallet and payout status, the customer requests the wallet info. System automatically retrieve the balance, retrieve payout status, display information, and write access log. Withdraw funds to the bank. Okay, when the customer wants to withdraw to the bank, the customer enter the withdrawal details. System check the balance, run fraud checks, and check transaction limits. If the customer passed all of that, the bank will process the transfer, update the wallet. Not block the transaction and write audit log. Okay, then we go to the reinvest. Reinvest, actually, three participants: customer, system, and claim officer. Customer select the product and amount. System check the balance, and claims officer validate eligibility. If he's eligible, the system will run fraud checks. If they approve, apply the funds. If not, they will reject the reinvestment, and they will write the audit log. The system will write the audit log. Okay, so we go to the validate the reinvestment eligibility, which is part of the last one. The claim officer will review the policy and rules and see if he's eligible. Eligible, approve eligibility. No, reject eligibility. Whatever, it will go to the system, and the system will update the eligibility status and write audit log. Okay, now we have compliance and fraud monitoring. The system will monitor transaction and run AML rules. If it's suspicious, they will create a fraud alert. Finance team will review the alert and write the audit log. If it's not suspicious, the finance team will write audit log also. Okay. Now we have generate compliance report. The finance team will just choose the period. The system will automatically collect the data, generate the report, store the report, and write the audit log. Okay, so monitor payout operation. The finance team review the dashboard. The system will show the payout KPI and highlight the issues. Okay, so review the failed transaction. The financial team and the system. The finance team select the failed transaction. System will show the error details, and they'll choose either to retry the transaction or escalate the case. Whatever choice, the system will write an audit log for any choice. We have the supporting use case for the two-factor authentication. System send OTP, customer enter the OTP, system verify. We have also run fraud and AML check. The system will evaluate the transaction and see the risk. If there's any risk, flag the transaction. If no, we'll keep going on with the flow. Okay. We have also enforced transaction limits. So check daily and single limits. If they exceeded, reject the transaction. If not exceeded, we'll also keep going with the flow. And we have maintained audit logs. Okay. So the system will record the action and store the timestamp and the active for the compliance check, of course. Now we have for the processor case. Okay, we have also temper with audit log. So the processor attempt to access the audit log, modify or delete the records. The system verifies the log integrity, and they see if there is any attempt of tampering. If yes, prevent modification and raise the security alert. The audit logs are compromised. So this is all for my part.
Hello, my name is ZAHRA PUTRI at 24CS9006. I will explain the structural perspective. Our domain class diagram defines the data architecture required to support this flow. We identify core classes such as customer, wallet, and payout. We establish strict multiplicities to enforce business logic. For example, one customer owns exactly one wallet to prevent account duplication. We also utilize generalization for transaction, allowing us to distinguish between withdrawals or reimbursement. While sharing a common audit trail, this structure ensures full traceability, which is vital for the finance team during reconciliation and for external auditor checking our compliance log. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ALVANNUR for TSAURI, and I will be explaining our state transaction diagram. All right. So first we have pay. Fails created, approve, validate, fails, retries again, reach, failed, condition, it goes failed, say it again, then goes payout. Write an audit log, it succeed, rated, goes to payout. Create transaction, initiate, check. If it's a fraud or limit is exceeded, then block, write audit log, and pass, security check is passed, processing, success, completed, and then write audit log, with errors, it's failed, then retry again, if retry limit reached, it was failed again, and write audit log. Customer, their accounts are registered. They need to register. Once they are registered, we can register. Then logged out, they can log in and log out, back out if they want, or if too many attempts, their account's locked and need to be unlocked or reset password. And when they're logged in, they need to submit the know your customer information. It is then checked. If it's rejected, it needs to be resubmitted. If it's approved, the account is active. And once it's active, can either close the account or suspend the account. Once it's suspended, can reinstate or close the account and ends. All right. Next is wallet created. From wallet is active, freeze, frozen state, and can either close or unfreeze the account. Becomes active again. And once it's active again, can close the account and then ends. All right. Reinvestment. Is created and submitted. Then check for eligibility. It's eligible, processing. If it's error, retry again, and if it succeed, execute the investment, and then it is completed. If it's non-eligible, it is rejected. All right, bank account is unverified. Start the verification process, and if it fails, still unverified, can remove the account. And in here, in verification pending, if it succeed, the account is verified. It can be flagged as fraud, then suspended, can be reinstated afterwards, and Once it's verified, it can also be removed. ML check. Okay, ML check started and then becomes in progress once start checking, passed, and then it can come pass, result, or fail, time lapse, and it expires. All right, for fraud alert, fraud alert is opened, and investigator is assigned. They investigate. If it's false positive, it is then cleared and closed. If it's confirmed fraud, it is closed again. The alert for class transaction limit policy, drafts created, then published. Once it's active, it can be, it checks limit. If it's within limits, it's allowed. If it's limit reached, it needs to go, it is rejected, and notify the user. And active can update the limits again, and they can temporarily disable and update the limits, and then re-enable it again, the limit policy. Within limits, if it's allowed, just proceed to transaction. And limit reach, it is rejected. All right, so then this is active. It can be retired, launch, and it becomes active. Can pause sales afterwards, which becomes temporarily unavailable, and then can resume the sales or discontinue it entirely. Right, close audit log. Audit log is logged. It is archived, and then it is then archived. Log is made and then archived. Yes, claims officer. All right, so for this, claims officer need to register account. Once registered, activate the account. Account is active, they can be suspended, deactivate, and then end, or just ready. And suspended, they can reinstate it again, becomes active again, and log out. You can log in and becomes login. For registered customer that has been already registered in the past, you can just log in, skip this whole process. And once logged in, let's see, search claim, let's put claim ID and open a claim. Then claim is reviewed. Just then either validate documents, validation is okay, review claim, and it is then assesses eligibility. Okay, I'm not sure about this.